welcome everybody. Welcome. Now I'm self-conscious of saying it because of the Sensuous Primus mentioned it.
It sounds wonderful and welcoming.
Hello. Here we are in Prasino, and welcome. Let's come here. I'm going to do something pretty quickly. I'm going to come over to here and let's begin. So yeah, here we are. Yay! Yay! We've got a little bit of music. And we're standing in the center of town. See on the map? Well, it's kind of the center. Not quite. Kind of the center of town. Close. So there's the map. You can see Guardian's Rock off to the northeast of the main section of town, and we can see all the groves. And this is why this town is a firefighting hub. What a curious thing that it's turned into, but that is the change in the direction. This is a firefighting hub. We have two huge forests in the area of autumn trees, the kind that burn really easily. We have maples, we have redwoods, we have taigas, and the two mystic groves. So we've got a good amount going on here. The glowing grotto that's right there, that glowing grotto, you see the lava. So there's always the possibility of fires breaking out. There's another lava right there, and just people traveling being careless. So those are the reasons that the Guardian's Rock was established finally. And hi, this is what is going to be the purpose of this town, that it is the fire department for the forests in this area. We have these amazing forests. So I'm standing in the village where the town started, and I'm going to change my view. When we first got here in wagon trains, this place where I'm rising up above right now was where all the wagon trains were circled around a town hall yurt, and they brought with them some animals. These animals are still here, some of them have aged out, and their kids are here. We did bring chickens, we did bring cows, and we did bring sheep as a part of the wagon train. And for a while, when the farm was being planned, the animals were kept in this pen for a little bit while they were waiting for their permanent homes. They did have a pen in the center of town at one time. Mixasa, salut! And that's why some of these water holes are still here on this side from the time that the animals were around the wagons. Long ago. We are now a pretty grown-up little village right here. We're starting to put in rails, starting to put in permanent roads, and as a part of putting in permanent roads right at this moment, we are going to continue just this one right here while I'm talking. So this morning on Twitch, a lot got done. But it was all changes in I can't do that right now. It was all sort of a change, or a I guess you would call a real look at the direction that we were headed in. So if we're going to be a fire department, if this is going to be like the forestry department, which most of their whole purpose is to stop forest fires, or to at least manage the forests in a way that doesn't lead to forest fires. And if there is a forest fire, they are there and they can do something about it. This is what we want to do. No one's going to get any sleep tonight. I'm going to come here. You can still see some people going into houses. Now this is very interesting, and I noticed this, but we'll talk about some of the things that happen. Oh yeah, so here we go. We originally had intended to put a alchemist in this location, and we had it all settled. But we found, while we were trying to connect roads, we actually found the warehouse. And the warehouse is amazing. And so we are actually going to build ourselves a warehouse. And that is part of how this area is going to progress. So the warehouse is going to take out this guard tower here. This was originally Violetta's guard tower right here. This guard tower is where the warehouse is going to be. You can see the outline, whoops. You can see the outline of the construction tape, and the warehouse is smack dab inside there. So rather than have them deconstructed, I'm just going to have them deconstructed as a part of the and that should be fine. We're not concerned about that. And we Violetta, along with Gunnar, Gundolphus, what's that? Along with Gundolphus, were teaching our professors at the library at the present moment. And they are up here on the hill. And Susanna's kids were being taught here, but actually it's Susanna and Pelasia's kids, Susanna and Ilberic, and then Pelasia's child. They're both going to school here, and now there are professors. Violetta and Gundolphus are professors right now until they will more than likely join the fire department. Either they will join the fire department or they will continue to be here. Violetta's like, are you kidding? No way! Can I look at him? I was going to look at them. Oh, I know how I would have to do it. But either they will or the kids will. We'll see what happens. But right now, they are teaching at the library, and that's because we removed 2 guard towers. So the guard balloon that was here was damaged actually by the building of this house. And this is Pelasia's permanent home right here. It is only a level 1, so Pelasia is living here by herself right now. But this house is going to be built up to the level 5 for Pelasia. Pelasia is our undertaker. And here's her secret way right now to get to the graveyard, because there is no direct route to the graveyard, but the guardians, they showed her how they were getting to the graveyard, and that is to come up here. Then what happens, guys? Now what do you show her? Because I don't see a direct way up from here. And then what does she do? Does she come into some place in here? Do I want to make something for her to be able to come up? Why don't we just have her come right up to this road from right here? Let me get a shovel for a minute. So this was one of the things that we worked on, was getting, there we go, 1, 2, 3, and that just goes right past it. Let's see if I want to have this come like this right to here, and have this come up right to here, and then she can just go across, and there it is. So that's a temporary sort of like path for her for the time being that she can do. And we've just got her right there. So Pelagia moved into her new house, and she is just beginning to make herself comfortable. See this tree right here? This set of trees, they might actually still be able to be here when this is completed. And so we're going to wait to see if we can still have those trees there. Some of these trees are in the way of the walkway, and we'll wait and see what happens with that. We don't have a place for the alchemist yet because the warehouse took the alchemist's place. Now, this rabbit hutch that Valerie is working on, there's the walk. This is the reason why this rabbit hutch is going here. And if you look, you can see Stone. Where is she? She's probably inside. Where's she building from? She's either building from inside of this, inside of the spa or inside of the house, more than likely. I kinda can't tell, but she is building. So Finley and Jay Lee are looking for a way down. They like to come here and look, and Il Barrett keeps saying, guys, go downstairs and take the walk. And so they'll have to. Here was an interesting thing. When I was setting this up, hi Emery. Emery, what are you doing? Ooh, she scares me when she's up here. Oh, but look at that. So there it is. There is a portion of the walkway that isn't going to be there anymore because she's taking away all of these parts right here as she begins to build the warehouse, and that's what Emery is doing. Two of the firefighters, Jay Lee, and it looks like it was Finley because they're both together, were standing here, and this piece of shingle went out one more piece to right here. And I watched as Jay Lee pushed Finley down this piece, and there was nothing there. And Finley fell all the way down to here. All the way down. So it's a wonder she's still alive. I think she had to go to the hospital for a little bit. She knows how to fall. She's a firefighter. So it was just, Jay Lee is saying it was an accident, and I'm sure it was. They're best of friends. They grew up together. But this right here, I took off this piece of shingle and just put a flat here so that if they want to come up and stand here, yeah, they'll probably make each other fall off again. Except that I just thought about this just now, and I'm going to put this right here. So even if they come up to here, they can't knock each other off. If I wanted to, right quick, I think I'm going to bring it over one. I just happened to be looking at them and going, oh, how cute. Look at them. They're making their rounds when I noticed that happen. So I'm going to put that piece there. So I'm just altering that. Forever Space. Hello, it's me called Bella. Welcome, Bella. How are you? Welcome. Yay, it's nice to have you here. So that is just something that I was doing because the firefighter kids managed to try and kill themselves on that corner. This is actually the walk right here. Oi, Mr. Villager. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. Villager. How are you? How are you doing, Bella? And here it is right here. This is the rabbit hutch, adding a piece of walk. And so this is what Valerie is working on. So while Emery and Valerie were working on these things in town, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. In town, we did some rearranging. This is what happened on Twitch this morning, and I'm going to go through it, but I'm going to wait until everyone goes home. We did a bit of rearranging. All our children, all 23 of them, are grown up, and a couple of them don't have jobs yet. That is going to change, but right now, most of them were living with their parents. Let's come here, and I'm going to go up here. I haven't gotten the word yet. I think I'm seeing some people come home already. There goes Sincere. Sincere is coming here. He's going to go upstairs right there because he lives with Angel. A new guest. Yes, Mr. Villager. It's Bella. And she says, call me Bella. And yes, it's very nice to have them here. So let me go in and go to sleep for a second, and then we'll continue. And Mr. Villager, you are fine? To the bem, to the bem. I'm glad you are fine. So let's come here, and let's come out here. And let's begin. So the rearranging that we did was we moved some of the kids out of their parents' house. For instance, Trey and Joey were still living upstairs with mom and dad. They were still sleeping in here. So we removed the beds here. They didn't really throw them out, and really Angel was saying that they could stay in the hotel if they wanted to, in the tavern. And Sincere was saying, no, you go get yourself some apartments. And the hotel is for guests. The tavern is for guests. So Trev and is it Trey or is it Trev? It's Trey, I think, and Joey went to live in this housing, these two housing pieces right here. Their sister is actually one of the firefighters. Then back here, remember Adam moved out of his house. Remember he was staying here with Jennifer, no, with Jeffrey, and let's look here, Jeffrey, and that's why I knew Jennifer, Jeffrey and Braylon, and Haley and Jennifer are their kids. And I'm going to look and see something about their kids in just a minute. There's Coraline. But Adam moved out of this house and he didn't have one. So now Adam lives here. And where Adam lives, this is where Isam was raising his kid, Cade. But Cade moved into his own apartment, and Isa moved back into apartments, either here or here. I'm thinking that he moved here because Jailcat and Spellog actually moved into this house. So they moved out of these apartments and into that place. Fastrid and Cade are the only ones living here right now. We might move some other kids out. So where did Isa go? I don't think here. Let me see who's here. I might have put him here. He is here. Okay, so he traded homes. So this was an empty home, a brand newly built home, but it's in the neighborhood where all the other crafters are, whereas Adam wanted to be in the neighborhood with all the other cave dwellers. Braylon and Jeffrey are the crusher and the sifter, and they are in the cave below where Adam is. So Adam's the fisher right here, and the crusher and the sifter are right here. And speaking of right here, and him not having anything to do, this is a 3 and this is a 4. I need something for Dondanas to work on, something that isn't up to what everyone else is up to. I think she is a 3. Let's see. She definitely is a 3. This is glass shop. Maybe the concrete mixer is not a 3. Let's look and see for a minute. The concrete mixer is, wow, everyone's a 3. This is good. He's a 5, Alejandro, because we wanted to bring the mountain down on top of this Shire composter. So that is what happened there. Do I want to do something? I know that this is more than likely a 3 right here. Let's just look for a second. Quentin, how are you? And sure enough, it is. Wow, that would be amazing if we do not have any other 2s left. Now, this is a 1 of this. Let me look and see what this is. I just like this being here like this, and it is a 2. Okay, what is this? This is a colonial. I don't know that I want it to get any larger. So let me look at it for a second. I'm going to look at the colonial and see. And here we go. She probably stopped by for a second, Mr. Villager, and probably left, but it's okay. It's okay. It was nice to have her pop in for a second, and we shall see what happens. Let's switch. Let's go to colonial, and let's come here. Let's go to guard towers, and here they are. We have 2 types of guard towers. Let me see which one this is. This is obviously this one, and this is the one we're looking for. I want to see, I don't want it to get too much higher. Let's see what it looks like. Guard tower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's interesting. That might actually be okay. I know I queued it. That might actually be okay there. What we're talking about is having that tower look like that right here. Let me get this for a minute. I threw it away. Let me come back in and get it back. Let me look at the 4. That doesn't make a mistake. The 3 doesn't matter. When it gets above 2, it begins to, and 5 is going to look like this. I don't know. I guess it's okay. I guess this will be okay. This is the, this would essentially be the Guardian's downtown office in here. Let's have, we could have Dondanas work on it. Let's maybe do that. Let's have Dondanas work on that, because it is a 2, and that would bring it up to a 3, and we could do that. I think so. I'm a little concerned about doing it. I just, I don't know that I like it enough. That's always the problem. Let me look at dark dust for a second and see if there's what the dark dust guard tower looks like for a minute. Let's go to dark dust. Okay, I know I've been through this. I know. I beg your pardon. So this is dark dust and it's already big. And when it's a 5, oh, that's right. It's one of these. Okay. And nope. So that's why we actually did that one, because it's a smaller house. This Littleton one is actually one of the firefighter locations. And this is second place, sort of almost like I see a fire, let me verify location. Now it doesn't look like we could see anything from here, but with binoculars we definitely could see as far over as those redwoods over here, there they are, and definitely the full grove. So those are the places, as well of course as the mystics. Both mystics, I believe, are visible from here with binoculars. I believe that he can see the other one over here. I'm going over to check and see, and he certainly can. So this is Fuji. This is what Fuji does. And he is right here. So he looks for fires. And then this entire complex, the Guardian's Rock, is for the study of the groves, for the supplying of the firefighters. So the firefighters' balloon, and then food and necessities. So the balloon, the mechanic is right here. This is Chanel. This is Chanel. Chanel is the firefighter. Chanel's the mechanic. Chanel's the mechanic who works on the balloons, all the balloons. And Lila down here underneath, Lila is the carpenter who works on all of the structures, specifically chassis bodies for the balloons. That is her specialty. We have 2 carpenters, one at Guardian's Rock, and that's what she does. She does balloon chassis and balloon, for instance, the balloon houses, the balloon shops, like this builder shop right here. And then May in town, May is the carpenter for in town, and she does industrial carpeting, carpentry, she does industrial work as a carpenter. Okay. I'm losing it. And the like. So, and I was wondering if I wanted to teach her how to make, can she make any pots and pans yet? Let's see if she knows anything. Nope. Let's teach recipe. We're going to teach her to make a cutting board. Oh, hold on. I need something. For both of these, I need an oak and I need a stick. I need a stick so I don't have to go through the whole menu. And let's go crafting and let's do cutting board. There it is. And see, now we don't have to go through the whole menu. We can just trade out the wood. Okay, so that means that has to be made by the blacksmith. It says that a carpenter can do it. Wait, I thought I had to, oh, maybe not. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, let's have her make the mixing bowl. Let's look and see how many, 50. So she has plenty of room for recipes, so that's not the problem. Let's have her make the mixing bowl. is, and let's have her make this. So let's, wow, I got it right away. Yay! Okay, and then we can go over to True, who is our blacksmith, and have him make the pots and pans and the knife, the butcher knife for the cutting board. And so we'll come over to True. This is our blacksmith right here. And let's give him, let's see what he can make. Okie dokie. So let's have him make the cutting board. Here we go. And let's come here and let's trade out this piece and this piece. And there we go. Let's have him make a pot. Let's find it. There it is. Let's have him make this pot. Let's have him make a skillet. And we want this skillet right here. Wait for it. There we go. Let's have him make a saucepan. There's the saucepan. Wait for it. There it is. Okay. And the rest of the instruments, I think, are made by Spellog. Spellog can make, and let's look at the crafting recipes for a second. He has a ton of recipes that he is, but I don't see any of those things. Let me look here and see if purple is there. It is there. Let's look at teach recipe. Let's have him make bakeware. Here's bakeware right here, and he can make that. Let's have him make a juicer, and the juicer is here, and those are all made out of clay. And there's something else, I don't know what it is right now. Probably a knife, but I think a knife is going to be Silent Gear, Farmer's Delight. I don't see Pam's having a knife. I don't. Okay, good. So we don't have to worry about that. I think I have everything for right now. So let us come over here. Let's come to here. And let's go right into, why don't we just go to sleep? So here we do have to sleep in our suite in the saloon, which we have. And we're going to come here and go to sleep. Since we're in the village, we can do that. And it is morning. It is morning. Yay! All right. So what I was talking about was we got a bunch of kids to move out and a bunch of people to move into new homes. And so right here, yeah, that's not right. We do this. Let's go inside. I would rather have it be that way. So that is better. And yeah, I know it makes that space there. That's why that's there. And in actuality, see that right there? 305 West Littleton. Let's put that right here. 305 WST LITTLETON. Let's see what that looks like. This is 305. Let's see what this one is. This is 303 West. I see that we have it done. So let's come up here and let's fix this. So let's make this go away. right here. Let's come down to here, make this go away. Put in 305 West Littleton, and there. And that takes care of that space that was made by not having that be indented. This one's okay, and this needs a new door. What doors are we using? Look at these doors. They have shop doors on these houses. So let's come here and let's see if we want to continue to use, this is one of the fantasy doors. We could use this door, or we could use a domum ornamentum door. We do have spruce, we do have stone. If we wanted to do, I think for right now, because I'm not going to, I think I am going to use the fantasy doors for right now. So the way the door is supposed to be is like this. I don't like it like that, so I think that means that we're going to end up taking that piece on both sides and changing it out, and I just got rid of it. Stone. Let's get a stone. There we go. Let's get one of these and put on the inside. There we are. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, it is looking that way. Let's take this out. Let's put this in here, and then let's take this and put this here. See that? Let's take this part and put it here. I didn't do that with the others. I'm going to have to. And do that. 1, 2, 3, and last of all, Tucker's doorway right here. That gets rid of that. And we can put this in. We can put this in right here. And then we can take this and put it this way. So do we want to do all of these? I think I do. I know it's tedious, but let's do it. 301 West. So let's come down. 301 West Littleton. Littleton. And that's that street sign there. Let's come here. This is 302 West. 302. No, too far. 302 West Littleton. Littleton. There we go. And that is there. And this one here is 303. So go here. 303. West and Littleton. And there we are. So on this side of the street, and we'll make these go away for a minute. I've got too many things. On this side of the street here is 301, 303, and 305. And on this side of the street is 302. So that is where we're at in the counting of this. And this is the Caledonian right here. This is Caledonian 1. We have another Caledonian over here. Now we discovered that, remember Jace gave up his home. He was living here. He gave up his home for families. And now we've traded out some of the families. Alamar and Marvin have moved out of apartments and moved in together. And this is now their new house right here. And where before Charlie and Orion, I think Charlie and Orion, yes, were living in that house over there, but now they live here. And their kids are all grown, and so they're living by themselves. I believe that Tess and Lily, who raised a kid, and their kid still lives here. Tessa's kid still lives here. So Camilla is still here. Tess and Lily are actually roommates. And even though I have this like this, I forgot about that fact. Let's move Camilla out. We can either have Camilla sleep down here, but I think Camilla's old enough to move away. And I know that not all kids want to move away, la la la. They can come home whenever they want. Let's come here. Let us put in sofa for a second so they have a pull-out couch right here. What color? I see blue in the background, so why don't we do blue sofa for here, and let's put this in. And there we are. All right, so Camilla just moved out. I've got to find some place for Camilla to live. So we know that in the big apartment building up on the hill that there's plenty of space, but she's still a student. And this is turned into more student housing than anything else. And sure enough, there's enough room here for Camilla to be here. So we're going to move. Did I not move her out? I did not. Can I find her easily? I did, for a change. Okay, so now, see, they all work here, so they're all living here. They're all in school. And there we go. Up here, the parents here. This is, wow, it's done. Whoa. For the first time, wow. Is it the first time since New Misequae? I think it is. I have one of these. Maybe I had one after, but I don't remember having one. This is, I had one at New Mombasa, I had one at New Misequae, but this is the first time that I've had this housing complex since then. And this housing complex has been changed a little tiny bit since I first built it, because that was like 16 and we're in 20. But I'm curious to see what the insides look like. There's Posco. He's in one of the rooms just checking on the materials. And then up here, all the way up here, is the penthouse. And it is the one that has the balcony, and it's right here. But as you can see, they're all single apartments. So these are for people who aren't living at home, who aren't going to school. They can live in here, and that is excellent. Now, the reason we were trying to get this up to the level 5 is to get rid of this wall right here, because this wall is in the way of us having a road. We are actually going to have the road circle completely around, which means that this part right here is probably going to have to go back to where the trees are in order for us to turn the corner here and go this way. So this is going to come down a lot, and then that other hill is going to come down, because we're going to turn the corner on these and have them come all the way this way. Now, the street part of this was taken away because it was actually within the build of this, so it got taken away. This street part got taken away because this was still being worked on at the time. Hold on, you can't see. Let me go to sleep. Zaf, you sit in the corner. Oh I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you? Oh, look how pretty. Look how beautiful. The sun is disappearing into the ocean. Let me go to sleep. Zaf. No, Zaf has been there for a while, and I've been so busy doing what I was doing that I didn't see. Isn't that right, Zaf? Okay, I'm going to slow down for Zaf. I'm going to slow down, and I'm going to be nice and easy. We're going to do this nice and easy. So here we go. Let me, however, I am going to sleep on this cliff. Good night. So let me look at something. So Postcode just finished building that. And I might have to give the villagers a little time off. You just came? Okay, good, good. I might have to give them a little bit of time off because all of these are level 3s. Are you a level 3? Let's look here. What we're looking at, that's a level 3. Everything's a level 3. Posise, Zaf. Posise. And I don't have anything at the moment that I want to do beyond doing the rail. Oh, you are correct. I could do that. I could do that. Let's do that. So this is going to be interesting. What I realized was they could build it. And so we'll have them build the rail. Let's put in the sidewalk here. We'll have them build the road. And that will help a lot. Bonk. And there we go. All right, so this is the road right here. And wow, that looks like a corner would actually fit there better than this, doesn't it? It actually looks like a corner would fit better than that. It really does. I don't think I have a corner available. Let me come here for a second. Let's touch this. Let's go to these. Let's go to stone roads, and I just have the ramp and the straight. Let's go to the pack. Let's go to dark dust, DARK. Let's come here. Let's go to infrastructure. Let's go to roads. There is a corner. And believe it or not, that corner would save us a lot of time if we wanted to put it in right here, right now, like this. See, it would be here like this underneath everything. And then I could just add the rail, take out the different color, etc. But that would be there. Do I want to do that? I don't think so. I think I'm going to wait until and go in and fix that. This part here is big enough, right from here. So let's X that. Whoops, let's come here. Whoops, let's come here. Let's touch there. Let's X, let's touch that. And let's go to my pack. And yay, I'm glad. Let's come here and let's put in the stone road straight, and we want it to start right there. So this is the scary thing about this road piece. That is kind of long. but that would be taking into consideration that the corner is from there to there, and we would be putting this in right here, and it would go around to here. I think so. So if we had them put it in, see this right here? This is all going to go away in this. Let's try that. I think they can build it. Let's find out. Let's go to here. Let's go to assign a builder, and let's assign Dondanas to build this. So there we are. So Dondanas is going to request the materials to put in that piece right there. And let's have Postco put in a piece somewhere else. So we were thinking that we were going to have a piece run through here, but I don't know that I want the rail. I probably could. Why don't we have Postco build this one? We know we're having one here. So let's have Postco build this one. So let's touch down. Let's go to stone roads. Let's go to the straight. And let's move this out until we can see it. Put this down here. And there we go. So let me look up for a second. Are we going to lose anything? We're going to lose that fence. I'm fine with that. And we're good to go here. So let us have Postco build this one. Postco, build the building. And he'll take up all of those spots, and that will come up. Oops, I think I overlapped, but that's okay. We'll have that come. And that's what those two builders will be working on. Let's look here and see. Elise is working on the hospital. Yeah, we knew this. We knew that the hospital came super close to the town hall. And that's okay. She's going to take away the trim on the side of the town hall, and we can decide to put it back later, but she probably is going to take some of that away. And let's see. Oh, look at the floor already. Wow. Ooh, look at this. This is quartz brick on the floor. This is gorgeous. Malik, do you like it? This is quite lovely. And what's this? Ah, look at there. Those are stairs to nowhere. So that is what she's working on, and one of the doors is missing. That's what she's working on. So let's cut through here. Can we still cut through here? We might not be able to anymore. We are. Yay. Let's cut through here, and let's go into Elise and see what is holding her up. Hello. If I say so. Glass thin wall. Warped, and a bookcase. The warped is the warped, yeah, and a glass thin wall. So let's go out here. Let's take a shortcut this way to May, and let's look for warped in the custom and see if it shows. Sure enough. And there it is. So this is going to give us our warped pieces, and we do have some warped that we got through trade, and so we should have some in the warehouse. And then let's go over to, who are we going over to? Jillian. That's where we're going. We're going over to Jillian. And Jillian is up here. She's up this roadway right here. And she is right here. And we're going to get to make sure that she knows how to do that. This is custom. Okay, Houston, let's see what he wanted, or what Elise wanted. Let's come here. Let's look at Elise. There she is. Let's see what this is that she wants. She wants glass, green stained framed glass, dark oak. These are both dark oak glass. Okay, so let's come over here, and let's come here, and let's go to custom, and let's go to teach recipe, and let's teach glass. That was interesting. Glass, and there is glass. Select, and then let's teach dark oak. Oak what? Plank? Grrr, I hate when that happens. Hold on a second. Let's look for a second. I forgot to see. It is dark oak plank. Okay. Are both of them dark oak plank? Let's make sure. They're both dark oak plank. And I think that's the only glass. All right. So now let's try that one more time before she goes home. She's about to go home. We'll teach the recipe. We're going to teach glass. Select. And then we're going to teach dark oak plank. And there we are. Teach. There's the two of them together, and we should see. Wrong way. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's switch. Let's put glass here. Let's select and put it here, and let's put dark oak planks. Let's put that in, and that's more like it. And teach that one. And then let's teach another recipe here. Let's teach dark oak plank. L-A-N-K. Hold on a second. So what he's showing is this, but see, it's empty. The right button, when I go to the right button, it's empty, and for some of them it is. So that's the reason why I'm teaching it directly. There is a button here, and sometimes it does show you the things that they don't know how to make, but we're looking at custom recipes right here, and we don't see green glass. And yet, when we go to custom recipes here and do the teach, it's not showing the green glass. So I know, I agree. I think some of them just accidentally got left off. It's a huge amount to know about. So teach, dark oak plank, but you know something, Mr. Villager? Obrigado, I appreciate you looking out for me and thinking that I was doing it the old way, which I am. Dark oak plank, and but yes, I appreciate that. Okay, and let's select, and then let's go here and do green, S-T-A-N-E-D, glass, and let's put that there and teach that. And so there we are. Okay, and let's put this back. Of course, she went home. I told her I would just leave the recipe there for her since she already went home. And why don't we, so that was a part of getting the guys to actually work on the road. So we do have True, I believe Ken is not going to make rail. Rail has to be made by the mechanic, and she knows how to make that already. Possibly because the builder doesn't need the green glass blocks yet. Ah, that makes sense. Right, I was looking at the whole list, and that makes very good sense. Merci, Mixasa. That's excellent to know. So let's go over to Chanel. who is the mechanic. And Chanel's at Guardian's Rock. I'm almost positive that she knows how to make rail, but we're going to make sure right now, because between Chloe, who is at Rosa Ouro, and Chanel, sometimes I get it mixed up, who knows what. So we're just going to look here and see there is rail. So she does know how to make it. So then it's just a matter of her making it and getting it to them, is of course what the couriers do. So we're at a crossroads here, and I just wanted a little bit of time to think about it, and having them work on the road kind of gave me that time. I'm going to bring all the couriers up to a level 5. The warehouse would need to be a level 5, and Postco can start working on this. So we're going to come here. I'm going to come inside. I'm going to assign this to Postco before he even finishes building the road piece. And the build options, the builder is going to be Postco, upgrade the building. And there we go. And this is going to be interesting because remember, this part of the road here and all of this is inside the construction site. You can see the construction tape, and we've got a road piece that comes all the way up practically inside the building, and that is going to go away. And when it does go away, I'll have to decide if I'm going to put it back again. When I do, it'll have rail coming right out of the door, which might actually be kind of interesting. Or I could bring it down to here and have it come out. Let's go to sleep. I see visitors, but I don't see anyone else right now. There might be some people awake. Oh, look, we've got a special visitor. Look who's here. Look who's here. It's Tamamo. Yes, Tamamo May. I believe it's May. Tamamo no May. Yes. Tamamo no May. And Tamamo no May, hello, is I will always be there for you, your reliable shrine maiden fox. Castor has now arrived, and this visitor is skin in the game. That means that if you are a patron of the Minecolonies Mod developers, Minecolonies team, which is on Patreon, one of the perks of one of the levels of donation is that your skin will be a visitor in everyone's game. Everyone will see you in their game as a visitor. So that is always really super fun, and I love that. Okay, so now that we've seen Tamamo, let's come up here. Tamamo's staying in the tavern while they're visiting, and we are going to sleep. Now both Dandanas and Postco are working on the roads, and everyone knows how to make what they need. We do have slate. Let me look at Isam for a minute and make sure that he can make it. Yeah, a mask they wear. Yes. They're wearing a mask because I think it's a she, but I don't know for sure, so I'm going to say they. And let's come here.
I'll take care of it.
You will? Oh, good. Okay, let's come here. This is the smeltery, and let's look at the fuel, smeltable ores. It would be here. So we don't have to worry about that, I don't think. It should say deep slate period. There's something, oh no, that's what's the matter. I'm sorry, Isa, it's not an ore. Thank you, it's jail cat. I was thinking that doesn't look right. What's wrong with what I'm thinking about? This makes sense. Between buildings. Afgaristo. So, thank you, Saf. Let's come here, and I have a funny feeling. No, there's deep slate brick into cracked, but guess what? No deep slate cobble. So let's come over here and do this. SLA. So when you mine deep slate, you get deep slate cobble, and then it has to be melted into deep slate. And this is important to the builds that we're doing. And so we have been importing it up to now, but now they are going to make it, and this is very good. So the amount, gel cat, our ores, our stone smelter will begin smelting deep slate cobble for the roads, and that's what the roads are probably waiting for now, is that, waiting for the cobble, and also waiting for, what's that right there? I think that's andesite, just plain andesite. And so that will also be there as well for them. And then we'll just have this white line here on both sides. Oh, someone is, Marvin. It looks like Marvin is harvesting. Let me pick it up. He just went into the house. I'll pick it up. I'll give it back to him later. Yes, he is. He's harvesting. He is not harvesting cactus. I am not growing cactus right now, but I can check for just a second. Right here, we'll check something here. When Dondanas is done, Dondanas is going to start upgrading all of the couriers. But let's come here and let's look at deep slate. Yep, we've got cobbled deep slate. We've got 5,000. So we're getting it from the mine, and we've got enough to make the roads with. This is one of the reasons that we changed the roads. Let's look at andesite. And we have 800. That's not a lot, but it's enough to do those 2 roads right now. And then we'll have to do something about getting some more, because that looks like something that we don't quite have enough of. And so we'll do that. I kind of like having this be open. It is such a long entrance that it's perfect to have it be open in a town as safe as this village. I imagine that if you had barbarians attacking, that would not work out so well. But in this town, this is good. Let's go find out where we're going to put the alchemist. So Pelagia is now living in her brand new house. We've got some floating trees, but that's because we're going to put them back when this house is a level 5. The waterway stopped running. Interesting. Did I mess it up? I probably did. Let me get a shovel here for a second. Let me bring this part down right here. And let's take that. There we go. Yay! Okay. There we go. So the waterfall is now working in that part, and that's good. All cactus are not innocent. This is very true. This is very true. Having been a victim of huge cactus, I agree. I think the cactus thought that it was helping me because I landed in the cactus instead of landing on the ground. I wonder what would have happened if I had landed on the ground. Would I have broken something? I didn't break anything, but I had cactus burrs sticking in my stomach, probably about 1/4 of an inch cactus burrs. So yeah, it wasn't fun. It was not fun. Got me out of church, but it wasn't fun. And I didn't really want to get out of church. I actually liked singing in the choir. And so that is not something I necessarily wanted to do, is get out of church. Holy good night. What's this? What happened here? Whoa, look what she's done. Has she flooded the house, or is she just flooding this part of this location? Whoa, did she flood the graveyard? No, luckily. Wow. What you doing, Valerie? What are you missing here? Whoa. What do you think this is supposed to be that's not here? There's a piece missing. Since none of this is actually hurting anything, I'm actually going to let her continue. Is this road broken? Oh, well, here's a problem. There's a problem with this road, and this is probably why they're going around it. Let me see what she needs. I might have to supply it. I might have to rush the order. Let me see what's needed here. Wow, that's a great waterfall. Unfortunately, we don't need a waterfall there. Let's recall her. Citizens could drown. Yep, that's what we're going to fix right now. There she is. Let's come here. She's not asking for anything. Dark Oak Button is the only thing that she says she needs. Try to contain it. I can do that. I can contain it. So let's come here and let us try to contain the water. Wait. It's gone. It's gone. She fixed it. There it is. Wow. That was pretty wild. Okay, she fixed it. There's the water there. And there's where the water went down to. Let me see how deep this is. I don't know whether there was water here or not. Doesn't it seem like there wasn't? But there's sand, so maybe there was. That is so fascinating. That really is. I know there's water here because this always ran down and fed this waterway that went out in this direction, but maybe it went over here too and it got cut off, but that's okay. Phew. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. That was a pretty close call there. And so, yeah. Now, we know that this is only a level 3 and that this is only going to go up to a level 3 because of the hutch. And I'm fine with that. And this place back in here is a part of something here. It looks like it's supposed to be a part of this guard tower. and that there's supposed to be something back there. Can I see what it is? Let me see what it is and see if we want to build it and then repair the hutch. Let's see what happens here. Let's go to Cliffs. S. Let's go to military. Let's go to guard towers, and let's X. Let's come back here for a second, and let's go to military. Let's go to guard towers, and I believe that might be this guard tower. We'll find out in a minute. I'm going to have to put up a couple of them and see which one it turns out to be. Let's move it out and over so that it doesn't interfere with all the things that are being built there, because I want to see what it looks like for a minute. This is not it. That's the guard tower. It is the outer. It is the outer, level 5. So what's missing from there? There's nothing in here, is there? Let me see. So this is one tower right here, and then the down tower right there. There's nothing in that space. There's nothing in that space behind here. I think this space is just been carved out by stuff being put in. So let me go to sleep for a minute. I'll show you what I mean. I thought maybe something else was going to go there maybe, but that's... Oh, good. This is my favorite part of this piece. Here we go. Do I want to... I love this part. This is Dronehead's music, and I hope this gets used in a movie. I love this part. It is beautiful. So yeah, so the reason that this little cave is here is because it's a part of this house area. Ilberic? Who is that? That's Zaylee. What's going on, you two? What are you learning? What are you talking about? Ah! Okay. Where are you? Where did you go? Did you like that? So they might have been learning magic, because she just disappeared, and so did he. The other is from the rabbit hutch right here. This piece was added, and then for this guard tower right here, this piece was added to make this perfect little indentation here. We'll fix it later. I just wanted to make sure. With this tower, the level 2, and let's look at it. The level 2, the level 3 is here. So that's the level 3. I want to look at the level 4 and 5. So nothing changes except the adding of this banner piece here, which we don't need. We'll see what happens when we get the hutch. I want to see on the inside of the hutch what's going on there. If it's not in the way, seriously, if it's not in the way, we will actually continue this tower and then repair the hutch, and then continue the tower again if we have to, and we'll see what happens. What did you miss? You missed... Oh, were you here when we had the waterfall? Because you missed that. Valerie created a waterfall from right here. See that water source right there? It was pouring down the mountain right here all the way on this walkway here, all the way down to the ground and running into this pool. There was a waterfall from Valerie building the rabbit hutch, and she fixed it herself just when I was going to fix it. She fixed it, but it was this water before she closed it in was actually running down the mountain. It was really quite impressive. I should have taken a picture, shouldn't I? It was quite impressive. And so, yes, that's what you missed. What I was talking about was the guard tower here. Oh no! Did you see that? Where did she fall from? Hold on. Oh, there it is. She walked off. No. She walked off right here. There. I'm going to put that one in. I'm going to put this one in. I just saw her walk off of there. So I'm going to put that in for right now. That was Zaylee. That's the second time. Zaylee has been having some adventures with heights. That's what's been happening. She's been having adventures with heights, but those adventures just make me petrified. So I'm going to just change these for right now. This is only a level 1 of this house right here, so that means that those can get changed back. And this is only a level 3. They're all going to be changed back. You like lakes here? Well, Zaf, don't you remember? We came here because of you. These are your lakes. These are the beautiful lakes. And isn't this a perfect lake outside of the graveyard? So this is the graveyard right here. There's Pelagia. She's our undertaker. And right here, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Do they have to go down from this catwalk? Yes, from this one they do have to go down, and this was the one that I'm working on right now. This is the reason that I built the hutch here, so that we can join these two walkways together. And these two walkways will be able to lead them. I'm working on a way down from this, but at least this will be a circle. See this coming here like this? This goes all the way around and all the way down to here. And so this is actually going to be a twisting part right here. This walkway goes to here, up to here, down to here, over to here, and over here, down here, and to here. This walkway continues down here and goes this way over to here, and this is the end of this walkway actually. I haven't figured that. I haven't figured the rest out yet. I'm still working on getting the rest of them going, but yes, as a matter of fact, they are using magic that has been provided by Susanna, the enchanter, to shortcut. So sometimes, sometimes they stand at this corner right here. At this corner right here, they stand here and they use magic and they come across right here. In a minute, this will be opened up. I don't know that I want to make a crosswalk for them here yet, so that they could do one or the other. I don't know that I want to do that. It's because it's the balloon. I think not. We'll see what happens as time goes on, whether I want to do that or not. I'm not quite sure. You tell me, Mixasa. Are they going to be confused if we put in, for instance, a walkway that would take them to here, like right next to this? See this little piece right here that's in between these two? This is the rabbit hutch and this. If we walked them to here, and on this part right here, let them come in right here, what do you think? I'm going to ask the designer what they think of that. Other than that, what they are doing is they definitely will use the ladder and go down. And they absolutely are walking this whole area and doing things. In the old colony, yes, I did. Oh, that was so much fun. Making that lighthouse out of that guard tower, that was before there were lighthouses of any kind. And we used one of the guard towers and made it into a lighthouse. And it was really beautiful. There might be evidence of that on the Monster to Mermaid YouTube channel that has the green mermaid. So the mermaid with the green background, the seaweed background, that might still be there, Zaf. That was in 16, and that is a pretty good thing. Mixasa is saying, I have some difficulties hearing you. Oh, I apologize. Okay, and it just went away. Hold on for a second, and I'm going to fix it. We'll turn it down a little bit. I apologize. Turn it down. There we go. Okay, yeah, don't want to be fighting with the music. So, because we like the music. So let's go back here. So what I was saying was Zaf had wanted a lighthouse on a seaport that we had. It was a fishing village. And we did a lighthouse, and oh my gosh, it was that long ago. Wow, Zaf. So Zaf wanted to be in the world, and we gave him one of the people who came in. Their name was changed to Zaf, and he wanted to be with someone. And so he did. He had a partner in the world that he lived with, but he lived in the lighthouse. We moved, he was able to move into the lighthouse, and that was really fun. That might be a part of that. I don't know whether the story would be a part of it, Zaf, but there should be something from there. I hope so. I'll check out and see if that is true. Wow, Zaf, that was long ago. That was a long time ago, but it was very fun. It was very, very fun. I think that was when something was happening for the first time in that. Oh, no, I don't remember. Yes, wasn't that the place where we had, for the first time, we had players housing? And so we built the Bayou housing, and the Bayou house, the player's house, that is the Bayou, just looked like a vampire house. It absolutely looked like it belonged in a swamp for vampires. And so a vampire mansion was on the mainland, I think, or was it on a separate little island area away from the town, but it was close enough that they could take a boat across to the vampire mansion. And witches actually, the clip must be on Twitch. Maybe so. Witches actually took care of the mansion for the vampire. They did not live in the house. They knew better. They had their own little witch's house that was in the swamp. And if you went to the witch's house, if you went beyond the witch's house for the first time in that one also, I think we started to have nether portals in the world, and it was at that same time. So both of those things happened around the same time, and that was when that's the time that Zaf is talking about. That's a while ago. That's before 19, that might be 16, might be 18. I thought I skipped 18. I think I went from 16 to 19, I think, but I'm not sure now. But yeah, oh my goodness, that was long ago. And on that long ago note, we are going to stop here. I still didn't place the alchemist, so I'm going to have to do that on Tuesday. This coming Tuesday. But right now we're going to Rosa Ouro, and let's go back, save and quit to title, and we'll come here. Yeah, I have to watch the music sometimes. Let's go to single player, and let's go to Rosa Ouro. You still like the lighthouses? The lighthouses that are in Biomes of Plenty, that are part of a mod. Let me see if I can get his attention.
Just a second.
I might be able to get his attention. Hi, Vincentius. Are you having a horde night?
Not yet.
Not yet. The lighthouses are dungeons that belong to what? What do those dungeons belong to, Vincentius? Because
The mod is called Dungeons Arise.
that's it. The mod is called Dungeons Arise, and they're the ones responsible for, let's see if you can see it in the dark. They're responsible for this mega dungeon right here.
Gorgeous, huge buildings.
Yeah, they're always these monstrous, huge buildings. And
that is where I'm going to build my colony.
And Vincentius is saying when he makes a colony, he's going to build it in one of these dungeons. I thought about doing that, but it didn't appeal to me for some reason. It didn't inspire me. I just don't know why. It didn't inspire me to do that. As Mixasa did it. Look at this. Let's get some light, but I will show you this right now. Look at the clock building. The clock is getting its face. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's come over here, and let's come down here, and let us go to sleep. And then I'm going to come here and do what I did in Prasino, and we are going to look at all the things that we did in Twitch this morning, because the same way as in Prasino, where we changed some things, we did that in Twitch this morning. So in Rosa Ouro in Twitch, in my Twitch stream this morning, two things happened. So this river is called the Narrows. It has a name that the Tana calls this river, but they're not using that name. They're using the Narrows as the name for this river. There is a name for this river as well, and they're not using that name. They're calling this river the Wide. So this is the Wide River, and that's the Narrows. Yes, it's just that simple. When we were here, because we had looked at the warehouse, remember the last time I was here, I put in the mine and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it fit. I didn't like anything about it. And so we changed our mind. But this morning, I got the idea to see, why don't we put in a third warehouse? So the interesting thing, ooh, do you see what I see? Did I miscalculate something here? Hold on. Did I miscalculate something there? Uh-oh. Let me look at this building. He just closed up the entrance to the You'll be right back. You have to check something? Okay. If Zaf is checking something, he's probably cooking. Hold on for a second. Yes, he did. Look at that. He closed it up. This is going to be interesting. There is an entrance that we saw that we're going to put here. So long as he doesn't do too much damage to this, we should be able to find that entrance piece again and put it back. And that's what we need. So we'll see what happens there. That's interesting because I did not see that on the... But I was looking at 5. That's why I didn't see it. I wasn't looking at 1. And I forgot about that. That sometimes with 1, they put in stuff. So we did at least make it that he's putting dirt in, which is fine. This was the thing we were worried about. That these walkway pieces were going to be underwater. They're not. They're actually sitting on top of the water right here, but he's working on them. Now, can he get down? Can he get down here yet? Can get to there. Do I want to bring this down? Let me bring this down for a minute. Hold on. I've got a problem here. Let's do this. This is on this piece right here. Let's bring this down to here and have that be there like that. So I'm trying to make it that while he's working on this, he can come up here and then he can come across here and go up to his builder's shop. And so that is something that we're working on right there. Hold on for a second. So yes, we're putting in a warehouse. So the reason we're putting in a warehouse is because, yay, there he is. Okay, because the warehouse actually has a, what do you call those? An elevator? I would say it is an elevator that goes up to this level, but it also goes down into the basement, and there's a wall there, and we could actually make that wall come out in the rail station. So it'll look like that he is coming out. This is going to be a while before we can do anything about it. You saw that there? That's him adding more dirt inside the rail station. But we can build that part back out after he's done, which means, unfortunately, that he has to be up to the level 5. Yep, sure enough, look how much is gone. So we will have, when he gets done, we'll have to rebuild this part of the rail. So this is a long project. Wasn't that him? Wasn't that Omar? Ah, Omar thought he could come this way. He did, but he can't. You locked it. That's your fault. You're the one who did that. So let's come here. He's going this way, and he's going down the hill this way. So this is going to be a seaport on the wide river. And the purpose of this seaport is export. So we're going to have other river runners be able to use a port on this side. So I'm going to have him build the entire warehouse up to a level 5. He's a level 5 builder. We're going to have him, this is going to be his project for a while, that he's going to build this up, because until the warehouse is set, we will not be able to put in the piece that's supposed to be here. And that's the piece that we need to go in. And it will also inform us as to whether this is the entrance right here for the rail and for the warehouse. So that's interesting. I want to look again. I'm surprised by that, and I always think that I've done a pretty good job, but there's a bunch of things that sometimes it's hard to see. Let's go to storage and the warehouse. There it is. I'm going to raise it all the way up so that it's not on the mountain. There we go. And let's look at it right here. Let's come over here. This is what he's putting in. He's putting in this part right here. So at 2, that goes away. At 3, at 4, and at 5. So this is what we are looking for. This right here. This is the elevator that lifts up the materials, and there's the crane. We can see it upstairs. There's the crane right here. We're actually going to have this wall break out into the rail hallway, and that's how they'll take stuff off of the rail cars and bring it into the warehouse there. And that is how this warehouse got here. However, I'm looking at this right here and thinking, did we make some kind of mistake? So let's look and see. We're talking about this, but it's inside this area here. Okay, so it'll be fine. What we can do here is, this will be the entrance. So that means, see how this is opening up right? This is still open right here. So this will be the new entrance for the warehouse, this part right here. And yeah, it's full of dirt right now, but it won't be in the long run, and we can do that. I'm just amazed that at level 1, I didn't realize that it was going out that far. Let's look at level 1 again. This is something I'm going to have to look at more often when I'm doing things to make sure. So it works at level 5. It does not work at level 1. And it means that for a while, let me see, number 2, this is level 2 here. And this is the bottom of level 2 right here. And then this is level 3, and we're starting to have rail. And there is the place that's going to have the opening eventually. It doesn't have it yet at level 4. There's the opening right there, but it doesn't go down any farther, I don't think. Oh yeah, it does. Good. Okay, so there's the opening there, and here is this area, but it's just this little area right here. and then level 5. Now, I am going to ask Mixasa something. And let's see what happens if we ask him this. If he's available. He might not be available. He is playing his own games. It's Saturday night where he is. And sometimes people do fun stuff other than this. So I'm going to check for, we can check. Yes. So Mixasa, see this? See this is level 5 right here? And see how in level 5 and in level 4, this is open. In level 3, it doesn't exist. And in 2, and level 1, it's dirted in. So the dirt in part, I forgot about. But when it gets to level 3, where it doesn't need that dirt anymore. Actually, level 2 doesn't need it. If I build something within this part right here, will he take it away when he upgrades the building? If something is built, even though there's nothing there that they need, 4, 5, will, because it's within the build lines, will he dismantle it, is what I'm trying to find out. Now, I understand why he's doing it here. He's actually putting in this dirt right here, which he's supposed to be putting in. But at number 2, he no longer really needs that dirt. Number 3, number 4. And so let me show Mixasa what I'm talking about. Let's come down here. I'm going to go to sleep right here for a second. Let's go here. Let's go to sleep. On the desert. There we go. So what happened was we had, what happened was, remember, this is where we have the rail right here. And no issue unless you go to level 4 or 3, since we have true blocks at these levels. 4 or 5. That's 5. Beyond that, there's a heart over top of the 5. True blocks, let me see. 4, 5. 4 and 5. Let's look at these for a minute. Let's look at 2, 3, 4. He's talking about these right here. We'll wait until it's a level 5 then. I'm going to wait until this is a level 5 before we finish building the rest of the port, because everything depends on this, with this building, us being able to go downstairs here, to go to this right here, and to open this wall right here, this 3x3 block, which will be inside the rail station, inside the rail tunnel. And that tunnel now, let's X this, based off of what we are now discovering, that tunnel is actually going to open up right here. So see this part right here? We'll take away the dirt from in here. We'll bring it back until we see the green wall, and we'll have the rail come down to here. And maybe it will come just a little bit out so that we can have delivery to the warehouse, but then we can have delivery to the docks. And it's the dock that I don't have yet. And that's the thing that I'm going to look at and see. So we'll wait for that. Is he going to leave that copper there? I don't know. Maybe I'll take it out while he's busy. See how much is there. Ready? 1, 2, 2. Okay. So 2 pieces of copper right there. And 1, 2. So we'll add that to, I don't have any. Oh, that's good. Okay. So that is what he is doing. And we have enough room here that we're talking about. That's what I was wondering, but I think that's okay. We have enough room here that he could, where are you going? Oh, you'd rather use that way up. Okay, fine. Fine. He's not going to use this anyway. So let me put this walk along here. Just for now, I'll take it away later. But I'm just trying to keep him out of the water as much as possible, provided he can't get stuck under here. I'm going to take these pieces here so that he can't drop down into the water and end up underneath some corner somewhere. So let me put that there. Let me see this for a second. What is this? How far down does that go? It doesn't. Let's drain this. Let's get a sponge in and let's drain this part. It's filled up with water again. So we're just going to drain it. Let's see where it's coming from. Oh, it could be coming from here. It's coming from here. Do I want to build something here? I don't know that I do. Do you think I should build something? Let's take that away. Yeah, and this whole area is the water area right here. We are definitely on the ocean. Can he get stuck under here? He cannot. So he can't get stuck. He can't like teleport underneath something there and get stuck. He can't get stuck under here. I can't even get under there. So he can't get stuck there. And those are the things that I would be afraid of, is that kind of stuff. So since he can't do any of that, let's just go ahead and leave that for now. I think it's going to be okay. So we're still talking about stuff that we did this morning. Let me look. I have anything? I should have put everything away that I had. Let's look here. I still have some houses. I still have a guard tower. I still have a couple residences, and there's the rest of the stone that I have that I was using. He's working pretty quickly, so we'll see how all of this goes, and then we'll know how high we need that to come up to. How high? We haven't finished this part because we don't know whether we're going to fill this in right here, and so we're going to leave it for now. Let's go around to the other part of the house, about town, the other part of the town that we worked on. And probably what you may have noticed is you are back. Welcome back. Are you cooking? Are you cooking? I'm asking Zaf if he's cooking. I'm going to say to Zaf, Ti mahere revis. Ti mahere revis? I hope that is what are you cooking. If you are cooking something, you might not be cooking. All right, and let's come here. Welcome back though. So yeah, so he is working on this, and Zaf, you're just in time for, we don't have a lighthouse here, but we do have a clock tower. They actually have a clock tower. And look at that. So remember, Mr. Villager will remember that we had Dragon Road. It was a road that ran from here all the way in front of the town hall over to here. Remember that road? And this morning in Twitch, I looked at that road and yes, yay! You're making eggs and potatoes for after the stream. Yum! That sounds good. Let's see if I can get his attention. Zaf is making potatoes too.
Oh, cool.
Vincentius
the best foods ever.
Vincentius is going to make potatoes when I'm done streaming as well. So that'll be fun. So I decided that road didn't really look good. I really loved the way the town hall looks. And so I was trying to think, what could I do about that? Because this part is already connected to the town hall by this stairway right here. This stairway here connects this length that goes here, goes up here, goes around past the school, over to the spa, and eventually is going to go around this mountain to something, I don't know what just yet, and essentially down, so that it's going to meet these areas down here and be able to be available for the seaport on this side. Very simple, very easy. You're just sick of potatoes? Cooked potatoes, fried ones are another story. Vincentius has started roasting potatoes, getting the potatoes and cutting them into small pieces. He's actually using tiny potatoes, like new potatoes. I think that's what they call them in the United States. But the potatoes are really small, and they call them new potatoes.
I'm calling them nano potatoes.
And Vincentius is calling them nano potatoes. And he's been washing them and taking the eyes out and cutting them into cookable pieces. Usually with nanos, it just means cutting them in half, and then putting them in a bowl, adding olive oil and all sorts of spices and salt, and then putting them on a roasting pan and sticking them in the oven to cook for 20 minutes, and then taking them out and putting garlic on them. Don't want the garlic to burn blackened, so put the garlic on for the last 10 minutes and put them in, and then they're done. You can boil them and make salad with carrot, lemon, and oil. Potato salad, it is the best. It is definitely the best. And yes, so but you use the pan tonight because you're frying them, making fried potatoes. Cool. Fried ones are another story. Yeah. Okay, let's come here for a second. And you're just sick of potatoes, period, aren't you? Well, you know, there's always rice. There's always rice. Bread. Let me go and sleep. And then I'll go back to talking about the town hall and the fact that that road is missing, Mr. Villager. The last thing I did before I left Twitch this morning, and I was on Twitch a little tiny bit longer than usual. By the way, Mr. Villager, I have tried on Discord to connect to you, and I can't seem to do that. I know that I'm not really a Discord user. I don't have a server, but I can message people and I can see people. And I see you when you're talking to Minecolonies and commenting on Mexasa's things, but I couldn't find you in France when it says look people up in order to talk to them. I couldn't find you there. So I just wanted to tell you that it's not that I haven't tried. I actually have tried. I have tried to find you. You don't eat tomatoes? You don't like tomatoes? Interesting. I think that's tomatoes that he's talking about, Zaf is talking about. It's morning, so we're looking at the Dragon Road being gone. And cheese. Okay. So when I was trying to decide what to do here, I was thinking that because we had wanted to connect the town hall and these people with this restaurant and the tourist attractions that we're going to have here. So we're going to have a botanical garden right here. We're going to have a gift shop, which is Minecolonies flower shop right here. And then we're going to have our archaeological restoration right here, like our version of the pyramids right here. And then the library is right here. So all these things I wanted to be available to people coming in and getting off of a taxi, because that's what that is, a taxi right here, and coming and going through the town. So I was thinking that maybe I could bring the road up and over or behind the town hall. And it's like, no, that's just nah. Plus, the forest is there. And I don't really want to damage the forest at all. And yeah, I can't go. Okay, or the 11th, yeah. And so we're right here. So when I was looking at this, I was saying maybe we could run a road right around here and come around like this and meet this road here, and I still kind of didn't like it. And then Mexasa suggested bringing a road down here, having it go around the taxi platform, having it come to here, and then having the people walk through here. He was saying, but you'd have to punch a hole in the wall, and we would. This is all the construction materials for the town hall that are being stored here. And if you look here, you can see that the clock is being built here. When this is finished, people will be able to walk in here and actually see how the clock works from the inside, which in itself is really, really nice. And so where would it come out if they walked through? Which is amazing, because then people would be in the town hall as well. Vincentius Primus said this afterwards, that the town hall, that hardly anyone goes there. And this would be a reason for them to go through the town hall. And that is excellent. So the door would come out right here. When this is a level 5, we'll actually be able to have a platform around this, have this area right here be where they come inside. Right here. Oops, that's what I thought that it was doing. Hold on, let me see. Is it? Yeah. And so the platform would stop right here is where the platform would, we'd have a walkway here that comes over to here, and then this would go, they would go through the town hall. Hold on a second. What's happening here? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me try something for a minute. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Okay, there we go. Wow. Okay, Vincentius, you're right. When over Sunday and Monday, I think we're going to try a little bit to get to look at what's going on and see if we can get some things updated that maybe will help with some of the things that are happening. Look, the bell's being moved to the inside. Look at that. Yay! Yay! So that's what we're going to do. So out from here, we're going to have a piece that's going to attach, and I think I'm going to attach it here. I think this part of this walkway, we put this in, these right here. This will all go away, and there'll be a straight walkway that comes here, and then the people can come back here to go to the restaurant, or they can go to the botanical gardens or to the King's Tomb, the archaeology thing. And we'll see what Mixasa and Matlam are calling it and how we're going to work that into our own history, our own story right now. If you remember, this was a big hole here in the mountain where in fact the skeletons had last used this mountain as a capital, a king's capital, and that's why it's called King Mountain. And Ainsley actually practically filled in that entire cave in order to restore this mountain so that we could do a restoration of this monument that used to be here. So we're going to find out what that is, and that is going to be pretty interesting. So yes, so depending on those two things, this right here might be coming out too far. We'll see what happens, because we know that the botanical garden fits in between this right here and this here into the wall. That's where the botanical garden is. It's actually going to take away a portion of this wall here in order to install the actual greenhouse that's going to be there. The sun is on this side, so let's be on this side. You think one of the most hard things that you tried, and you keep trying until today, is try to create a community of players in survival in a server that basically it's not possible to communicate. Yeah, this seems to be a day. That's so interesting. This seems to be a day of things that we all would hope and wish we could do in different situations. Mixasa was talking earlier about what he hoped that players would get out of the builds that Mixasa and Matlom make, and you would like to have a server. That sounds really nice. I know why you can't, and it would be one of these things about like trying to find friends that all want to do the same thing that you want to do, and it's a difficult thing. Chat doesn't work. The signed texts just disappear when you finish the typing. Literally nobody understands anybody, and that's a shame. That's a shame. So I'm going to suggest something. One of the things that's happening on Twitch and on when people play on Twitch in servers is they're using Discord to talk to each other. They're actually using Discord as a telephone. And since now I know that you can actually do Discord, it might be good for you to investigate more about how it works, because you could actually maybe start a server and use Discord to talk to each other instead of depending on the server to talk to each other. And that might be what you're looking for. As just a suggestion, Mixasa might have some information, some other information, might not. But Zaf is saying that Discord could help you. And yeah, that's a good possibility. That is the one thing I don't like Discord, but it's just the reason Vincentius Primus says the reason I don't like it is it's poorly written as a platform, and it's not really managed. And that's what he's a coder, so you know how coders are. They're very critical, but he's saying that it could be done better, and so that's why he's saying I don't like it. It seems really difficult, but they might be making it difficult on purpose. And he says, yeah, nah. But the Discord groups, the people who are using them a lot of times are really good. Are people that I know. Minecolonies is there, House of Doggis is there, Drone Hands is there. I'm not really there. They actually have servers there. I don't. But they do. Maybe one day I will. And that would be something that you could check into. Just for a second, let me go to the town hall. There is a suite for the ambassador in the town hall, and I am going to take advantage of that suite right now to get a night's rest. So we're going to come here. You forgot to say it's a public server, so you don't manage it. No, I understand, and that's an important thing. With Discord, you wouldn't have to manage it. You wouldn't have to manage the server. I think that with Discord, you could just talk to each other, so that if you were all on the same server, you could use Discord to hear each other while you're looking at whatever you're looking at. But I could be wrong about that part. I don't know enough, but it seems like that's what Minecolonies is doing. I'm going to sleep. Yeah, Zaf is agreeing. So that is actually a possibility for you. And you could do that. All right, that was lovely. Let's go downstairs here into the main part of the town hall. One of the things that we were talking about this morning on Twitch was the fact that Mixasa himself was talking about how long his cliff city took. All the buildings in his cliff city are level 5 now, and he said that it took 300 hours. And for those of you, he said, I think you said that you had 275 people, I think. I might be wrong about the number of people. But I have not spent, I'm not sure I even have 100 hours in. I wouldn't be surprised if I have closer to 60 hours in, and that's what I was talking about. Let's come over here to the stats. One of these is statistics. It might be that, but that's not the statistics that I want. Yeah, I only have 58 people here. In Prasino, we have 74 people. We don't even have 100 people yet. And so this is a very meditative build. I am taking my time. I'm not really hurrying. I like to watch them live their lives. And it's one of my favorite things to do. And so speaking about that, you prefer not to have too many people? Yeah. How many people do you have in your last one? Because I don't remember whether you said how many people. I might be mistaken about the people part. But I'm not mistaken about the hours, right? It did take you that long. Look what we've got, everybody. Look at our new balloon. Look at this. Yay. This is where Merrimack and Louise have moved into. And they've moved into, this is a couple's place, of course, a family home. And they love the idea of both of them living on a balloon. It's Merrimack. He loves this kind of stuff. And Louise is the ambassador to the Nether. And so this is a wonderful place for both of them. It also frees up this building right here. This building is now for apartments, and right now Chloe and Fallon are living here. We can have some other people move in as soon as these are brought up to a higher level, level 4 and 5. The rest of the women who work in this area, I think, are living over here. We have Ainsley and Robert, and they are living in this townhome right here. And they're here. This is the townhome where they first met, where they were singles and they were sharing the apartment building, and that's how they met. And then this other, did I skip a townhome? I did. This townhome, let me look and see what I've got. Ah, yes, they moved into that one. Actually, I'm wrong. This is the townhome where they met. They moved into the farther townhome. Robert doesn't really mind the commute. I'm going to see if he does. But that allowed for Prudence and Bally and Kaylee to move in here. And so we rearranged where people were living. Let me see if Robert is complaining. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, hold on. You think the last time that you tried to create a player community, it hit the population of 4, and biggest was around, you think, 8 to 11. That's stunning. That's amazing. That is really good. You know how difficult that is? That's spectacular. Good for you. Did you hear those fireworks? Look what they're for. I'm coming out here so that we can get the beautiful look. The worst, you already think it's possibility, but you have been ignoring making this for years. It's a lot of work. Dun, 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 dun. And here it is, everybody. This is the level 5 steampunk farm right here. Something's wrong with this building. Is this a level 4? No, it's only a level... Wait, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Let's look and see what's wrong with this. Hold on, let's come in. It is the level 4. Okay, yay! I was like, something's terribly wrong here. All these places upstairs are outside. There's no way to get to them. Oh, how interesting. This is a level 4. We had the level 3. And so this is a level 3, the level 4 right now. And this is very strange. So all these future places up here aren't available. They're just sitting out in the rain. Luckily, there is no rain here. There actually isn't. We're in the Badlands. We can see the sky darken because the clouds gather over the lush desert and rain there, or they rain on the river, but they don't rain here. So maybe that's why Hira put this here. I thought we already had a level 4, but I should have known better. So this is the level 4 now, and we have in here, we still have pumpkins. We're not supposed to be growing any pumpkins. Let me see what's supposed to be growing in here. We're still growing pumpkins. I could have sworn that we changed that. Let's look over here and see what we're growing in here. We're growing wheat, and we are still growing wheat. We did intend to do that. Let's come here, and let's go over to the other side, right here. Oops. And let's look at this. And over here, we are definitely growing soybeans. And the door is not on this yet, but we are growing soybeans right here. Let's go over to this one, and that gives us tofu. And there's no doors here, and we are growing beets. You think the most important is you have to have a focus. That's the solution. Yeah, probably so. Something that binds you together in some kind of way. True. And there is Jet coming in at the end of the day. And then here is the final field up top. And this field, it looks like this field is ready. Can they reach it? No, they can't reach it anyway. So this is the 5th field, which will be available once all of this gets up to the level 5. Now we could do one of two things. We could leave it like this, or have Hira go ahead and complete the level 5 on that farm. I think we should, don't you? Have him complete the level 5 here. And then Jet and Asphodel can move into the house that's upstairs here. Or do we have Hira take a little break and come over and put up a shack out here for the sheep? What do you think, Zaf? What do you think, Mr. Villager? What do you think? Do you think Hira needs a break from working on? Wow, that was pretty. Wow. Do you think Hira needs a break from working on the big farm to come out and work on a little shepherd hut out here? Or do you think he should continue working on the big farm until Jet and Asphodel can actually move in? Let it be finished. The final. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so we'll do that. Zaf, do you want to weigh in on that? Let's look and see. I'm going to close the door. There's the light. I'm just going to turn on the light for a minute in this room. It's nighttime. We can actually see the bridge from here, and there's the moon out the window. And so we're going to turn off. Oop, I keep opening that by mistake. Let's go to sleep. And there we go. It is morning. There's the arcane bridge right there. And Davis, we're seeing Davis go to work right down there. And we see some visitors. There's one of our workers going off. It's probably Julie going to her carpentry shop right there. And just for a second, I'm just going to get a piece of chocolate for my throat. My throat is being a little weird. Something else happened in Twitch this morning. Ainsley finished towards the very end, finished the first level of the Alchemist, and this is it right here. And we discovered a shocking surprise. So all this time, we have known, hold on for a second. Do I have something here? I have a pickaxe. Let me take this away. Just a little bit at this edge right here. Because this was supposed to be connected and it got disconnected. I'm just going to connect it with sandstone right now. We're going to put the sandstone into this part right here, and I'm going to connect it. And there we go. Okay. And there we are. So they can come through here. So remember, Makino was so unhappy. And we thought that she wanted to be like a ceramics worker, like a pottery a pottery worker, like a creative, like making art installations or something like that. That's what we thought. So she was working here. We thought maybe she didn't like working out in the open. It was too hot. We thought maybe she didn't like doing industrial work, because it really did seem like she didn't. We knew that she had originally depended on Sato, because Sato, when she met Sato on the riverboat, on the river runner, Sato, she was petrified of traveling, and Sato comforted her and was very close to her, and so when the time came for them to share a place, they did. So they've been sharing this place here, and let me see if this is one of the ones. Is the bed missing from here? It is, and I should put it back. So they were sharing this one. I took the bed away, but they weren't actually, they're just roommating together. They're really good friends. But we know already that Sato was restless, because they weren't going to be lovers. They weren't going to be partners. And Makino was just more or less just unhappy with this. She was really good at it. She helped build the town. She did her duty. You know what I mean? She, in other words, she took a stiff upper lip. That's what they would have said a long time ago in America. And she just went ahead and did it. It's raining. It's raining on the lush. So see, it's raining on the riverfront, but it's not raining here. So these things aren't getting wet. They're just exposed to the wind. And then we got the alchemist shop. And when we got the alchemist shop and went in and looked, we couldn't believe what we discovered. We could not believe it. We couldn't believe it. Makino is an alchemist. She has the best skills to be an alchemist. Look at the dexterity, it's 30. Rocco, we thought Rocco was going to be the alchemist. But then we started looking at the people who were already here, and it was like, wow. So yeah, so Makino is here. Now Makino hasn't been moved yet into a house, and so this is actually going to be a little bit of a problem, because I don't know where she can live that will actually help. Notice she's standing right here, so something's happened with this walkway, and she probably would, what do you call it? Let's take this right here and make that so that she can come up there. Let me see, can she come up? Yes, she can. Good. So she just has to make up her mind to do it. And I'm not really concerned right now. I could call her. And yeah, but in a minute, she's going to have to go home anyway. Home where? Because right now, I think she's still going all the way home to here. Now we could cut off some of that by having her come home to here, but the people who live here, there's Sato, the people who live here, let me see who lives here. I know where Sato lives. He's just hanging out. He might be looking for a place for her. Nova, Sullivan, Remy, and Logan all live here, and they all work in this line right here. So they're actually here already. we would have to bring one of these houses up to another level. So this house here is a level 4. The level 5 of this is just going to give us, I think, let me look for a second, because she doesn't have any place to live except where she's living. So I'm going to look for just a minute. Let's touch here for a second. Let me look at these. Why did I do that? I was at cliffs. Select. Every once in a while I have to look at some things. Let's X. Let's do that again. Cliffs. Let's select. Let's select residences, and let's select the elevated house. There it is, and let's raise it up really, really, really high and push it out into the ocean so that I can see it without the balloons from from this lighting up. So this is this looks like it's the right place. Let's do a level 5. This is the elevated level 5. Yes, this is definitely it. So I want to see where the bedrooms are in here. So at level 5, there is one bed there, and downstairs here, there's 2 beds here, and then let me look here and here. This is level. Let's come down here and let's see in this one, and there are 2 beds here. So this is both of these houses right here. That is a closet right there, sure enough. And this is their bedroom, and so that doesn't solve our problem. And so let us X this. So these houses, these big houses, would be a level 3. A level 4 gives us 3 people living in them. So there are 3 people living here already. This is a level 4. There's only 2 people living here right now. If we made this one level 4, she could live here, and that would actually be good, and I think I will. So I want Ainsley to work on the flower shop down at the other end. I'm going to go to sleep. It's very, very dark. I'm going to go into the alchemist's place. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold, there we are. I'm holding a lantern. I'm going to go upstairs to the alchemist private quarters up here, and we're going to take advantage of the bed since Fallon is sleeping in her apartment. She's not using the alchemist quarters right now, so we're going to come here and go to sleep. Lindsay says she finished building the garden. We can go look at that in just a moment. And but right now we're going to see about how much time we have. A little bit of time. Let's come out. Fallon should be along in a little bit. Now they will eventually be able to do this. So did Makino spend the night here? I would say that that's not her. I think that that's not her. And what am I looking at? Isn't this a lift up here? It is. Let me call her. She turned around, so it looks like it's her. So let's call her to here. She might just be lost. This is her first time being up here. So let's see what happens. Recall her. And there she is. Okay. So if she was looking for plants to cut, that would probably be a problem for her, wouldn't it? We would need to fix this right here. So let's do that for a second. Let's come here and let's get it that she can actually go up this hill right here. So let's put this in, and right here, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see where she is. If she comes this way, she's pretty close to this right here. There we go. Let's open this. Let's come here and go 2, and then let's break into the graveyard right here. So really, she only has to come up to here. From there, from the graveyard, there's plenty of ways up to get up to the forest. If she's trying to get up to the forest, we'll have her go that way. This part right here where this is, maybe I will make that piece come to there. Do I want to bring this up? I'll just bring these 2 up just in case, and we'll do that. Who's this? And this is Minecolonies down here. So Minecolonies been getting down into this area, and there isn't a way up. So let's start again. From right here, let's go here, and let's go up 1, 2, 3, and let's go 1, 2, and she's right here, and let's go to here and to here. This doesn't really get her any place, but I want to see what happens. Is there a way to get her up to here? Not without having it come in. Let's see if I can find, I had an opening someplace. I'm looking for the bat pole. Where's the bat pole? So here's this set right here. And there it is. There's the bat pole right there. And there she is, as a matter of fact, using the bat pole to come up and get across there. And so that's good as far as that goes. But if she goes down into this area, this doesn't lead anywhere. So let's close this. I don't want her coming that way. This is the way it should be, right? What is this here? That's the house right there. So yeah, let's see if we can do it this way. Let's have this right here. I don't want it to, that they can fall off. And let's do this. And just for a minute, I'm going to put that there because I need to work on this. And let's come down. And let's do 2, 3. And then let's come down, do 1, 2, 3, and that one. Are we down far enough? Let's come here, and let's, whoop. I'm just trying to make it that if she's here, this is what we want. She can come here and come back up. So right here, we don't need that. She can come back up to here and get the bat pole, and that's what I'm trying to do. So, okay, she can do that there. So she's not trapped. And if she goes to that side, she can do that. Look at this here. Isn't this cool? She has her own water supply sitting outside. This is the alchemist and she is actually super happy. So what we are going to do is we are going to make we're going to make this house into a level 4. This house right here, and this house will then be able to hold 3 people, and Makino can live here, and that'll be perfect. And so that'll be good. And we'll look here. If it's a success, they stay. Interesting. So here we come. That thing you're talking about, Mr. Villager, as far as success is concerned, I totally understand what you're talking about in regards to that. Totally understand. So let's come here. This is where they are. Let's come here and let us break this. Let me come in here and let us get the house piece that we have. I think we still have a house piece here. I could have picked that up and I didn't. We're just going to go ahead and use this. And we're going to come here. We're going to go to the cliffs. We're going to go to residences. This residence is the elevated residence, and we're looking at it right there, and it would fit right here like this. And that seems to be where everything is supposed to be. This is a level 1, and let's go to elevated, a level 2, and a level 3, and that's what we have. And level 4 would be this. And let's come here and let us fix this. Okay, so now we have this. Let's X. And so why am I doing this? Because I used to do all the houses, and I stopped doing it just because I didn't need to. It was fun to have them do the things, and they did them, and I enjoyed watching. But at some points I still would prefer to do the house than to have it be that or this end. You hope for this to fail. Is that what you're doing? That's what you're saying. What are you choosing? For this to be a success or for this to end? Fail to hightail. Yeah, I knew that's what you were talking about, that you were hoping that. All right, let's come here and let's do something right now. Let's come in here. No one lives here now. And let's have Chloe move back in. Let's have Fallon move in. And let us have Makino move in. And so now Makino has moved out from where she was living with Sato. And she has moved out, and she is moving into this housing right here. And she is going to be one of the 3 women living in this apartment building right here. And she's actually quite happy about that, because there's Merrimack, simply because she's happy about this. See this right here? See that over there? That's the bat pole. All she has to do is go up this bat pole here, and that is going to put her on this road, which goes right to this, and this right here is the alchemist so far, and so that is where that takes her. Now this one here, we're just leaving this for right now, but I can let this be here like this. Let's pull this back. I don't know that there was, I guess there was rail here. I think I put it in as a part of this, extending that road, but we don't want to extend it too far because of the end right there. All right, I'm going to sleep, and this time I'm going back to where? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, sometimes that happens. That does indeed. Let's go over to these beds that are sitting out in the open right over here. Let's use one of these. This is Asphodel and Jet's future house. And so now we've got two builders who we can get started on their next project. And the first one is, oh, I can't wait to make these walls go away. So one of the things that's going to happen when this is a level 5 is these walls are coming down. This is steampunk, and this is definitely a fortress style for the fact that mobs can come in, and not just mobs, barbarians and pirates and things like that. We don't need this, and so this is going to come down. So we're going to have, when this gets to be a level 5, we're going to have fun taking that down. Right now it is showing cancel build options. The builder is Hira. Upgrade the building. So Hira is going to start working on this, and I know I probably canceled and restarted him, but I wasn't sure, and I'd rather just do that. So much easier. Ainsley just finished working on this. It's, even though it's just a level 1, there she goes. I just saw her using, yay! And so Merrimack is showing Makino around the graveyard, but Makino is probably going to go through here and up into the hills. I knew it. I knew that's what she wanted to do. I knew it. And there we go. So she can go up here and she can actually work on the trees and find all the different things that she's looking for as an alchemist. Meanwhile, Ainsley is going to come over here and begin the flower shop, because the flower shop, whoop, there it is. The flower shop actually will allow us to extend the walk. So no. So the build options is Ainsley right here, building. And she is going to start our second horticulturalist. But this really isn't. This is, we will probably have a horticulturalist work here for the fact that the botanical garden is going to be here. A horticulturalist will be able to talk about the ancient plants, the plants that used to exist when this was in its prime, this civilization that built this. And so those things would be good, but they're going to run an actual gift shop, and that is what Ainsley is going to start building. I think we're going to be able to keep this tree. I think this tree is safe where it is. I think it might get pruned, but I think this is actually a place where it can be. We just have to bring it down to here so that it's not sticking out of nowhere. And Yeah, it's right on the edge, so it is going to get pruned a little bit. The botanical garden, I had to set it because I did set it. And so when Keanu is done with the level 4 of this, oh, the clock, look! Yay! The building is closed. They're going to bring the bell inside, and all of that is going to, wow, this is so neat. All of this is almost done on this. And usually with big bells like this, which is what Mixasa and Matlom know, that usually the bell is built, the building's built around the bell. So the bell's placed and then the building is finished around it. And that was their intent with the way that they set up 3 and 4. And so that is pretty cool. Let's look here. And let's get Lindsay. Lindsay was working on a little project. She was actually putting in a little tiny garden piece right here. And I believe now, where's the hut block? There it is. This is the hut block for the infrastructure for that. Oh, good. This is okay here. We just have to fix this. So this part got added right here. We're going to turn these around and have them be there like that. There was a mailbox here, and that mailbox is gone right now. Is this a way that they were getting down? Let me put that there for a second, just in case. And so we added one of the new decoration pieces that appears in the roads. I think it appears in infrastructure, and it's called catwalks. And it allows you to have a little decoration right here, and this is it. And this is so cool. I really just love this. And so we have this little bench area right here, and let me see. It is, I agree, it is. Let's see what it says. This isn't, we can have this upgraded. So Lindsay is going to bring it up to the full level 3. So let's have her build the building, and that is this catwalk area. So it's still going to go up a little bit more to level 3, and then it will be finished, and we can do some permanent things to it. But I love those little additions that Matlom and Mixasa added to the cliffs build. There aren't any roads except the roads that are directly in front of the buildings. Because it is impossible, I don't even know half the time. And you see what happened with my plans. And so that is one of those things where that was the best decision, and they were right in regards to the roads. So that's it for today. We did get some things done. I'm going to go back over here. Zaf, I hope you have a wonderful meal, and I hope that you enjoy what you are cooking. I can't wait to enjoy what Vincentius is going to cook. That's going to be fun. And look at this. Look what we've got. We've got a lot done here. Is there any construction tape? Yes, there still is. You had a nice Saturday. Excellent. Yay! That's wonderful, and I'm really glad. I am glad. I have had a really great day today, too. A lot of fun stuff got done. and I'm really happy with the new direction that both of the towns are doing. This becoming a river port on this side is really fun. And so, yep, it is time to go. Thank you, everyone. Zaf Afgaristo. I'm so glad you made it today, and thank you so much. It's so fun when you're here. I appreciate that. Mr. Villager. Did I just say Afgaristo to, yes, to Zaf? Obrigado, Mr. Villager. Obrigado. Thank you very much for being here. You're always so fun to have in chat, and I really enjoy you being here. Mixasa, thank you so much. Merci, merci beaucoup. And everyone, have a wonderful weekend. Kita, thank you, Kita. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And you too, et toi, Mixasa. You too, have a good day. And for all of you who are going to watch this video after the stream, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And here we go. I'm going to play music. So we've been listening to Drone Hands music, and Drone Hands has music of his own on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and he has Bandcamp as his music, where his music lives. But right now, this music is Vincentius Primus, and I will see you on Tuesday. Here we go. Music, music, I hear music. Thank you. Bye.